This is StyleCon coming at you today with another video from the Meza Cafe in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. Hanging here with my man Charles Walhingford as usual. And today I think it's a very important subject and a lot of people bash this company. But today's topic of discussion will be stop shitting on ETA movement.
Yeah, this is his video. We don't allow that language. Charles Walhingford.
Well, I don't try to swear in my videos, but sometimes it does bother me when I hear people on other channels that bash ETA movements. Obviously, we all know ETA has probably supplied about maybe 80 to 90% of watch companies' movement.
Oh, absolutely.
So that should say something. You know, it's like these companies are all using ETA movement, so that should tell you they make an excellent movement.
They absolutely do. I mean, if you're, especially, I did videos similar to this before with my in-house movement video. If you're going with a simple three-hand movement, why do you need to go that far into thinking that in-house movement is going to be better? And that's the other funny part about it. In-house, just because they made an in-house movement does not mean it's better than the ETA movement.
Oh, no.
There's nothing that says that.
Oh, no, and to be quite honest, a lot of people copy ETA movements. So I did a previous video about, ETA and their patents. The patents are up. Salida. It's a copy of an ETA movement. There's a lot of other companies out there that do it. Even Two-Door with their new movement. It does have 70 hours of power reserve. It's a little bit different from the ETA, but it's a copy of an ETA 2824. It's the same movement. They copied the design. So that should tell you something. Rolex is copying an ETA movement where people bash ETA and say, oh, Rolex makes a better movement. Well, this should tell you something as a watch collector, aficionado, whatever you consider yourself to be. If Rolex is copying an ETA movement, that should tell you they make great movements.
And that's the funny part. I mean, we use Rolex as a standard, but we forget what Rolex has been doing. Because up until last year, who was what kind of movements were in Tudors? And everybody says Tudor's okay. I mean, as far as everybody else is bad for not having in-house movement at a movement, except for Tudor. And who does Tudor use?
Yeah, I mean, it's just my little personal preference. I mean, I don't care. You like what you like. You don't have to like ETA. You can dislike it, or you can like it. But my personal feeling is, I think these companies wouldn't be using them, and ETA wouldn't have got as big as they have if people didn't appreciate and respect their movements. Because there are other movement companies out there. I mean, ETA's not the only one. So
it's the preferred movement when you're outsourcing. It's the preferred one. You get a Salida movement when you can't get an ETA.
That's a 100% true, and even with them, they're copying the ETA movement. So those of you out there, you may not like ETA, but you should appreciate what they've done, because some of these companies probably wouldn't have been able to come as far as they have if it wasn't for ETA. So, I mean, ETA is like the backbone of the watch industry, and Charles and I talked about this in one of our recent videos about the reason why Nick Hayek Sr. wanted to discontinue ETA movement. The industry was crying, oh, ETA, you can't cut us off, because the Swiss Competition Commission, they told ETA they couldn't, just cut everybody off because they could shut down the watch industry. Could you imagine 20 years ago if Omega, Breitling, even though Omega's owned by the Swatch Group, but all these other companies that were using them, the Bell and Rosses of the world, they said,
we're done.
They're done because they had no alternative sources to getting movement. So those out there might want to think twice before you bash it.
Absolutely. Again, in-house movement does not equal better.
100% true. And on that note, I'd like to thank my good man Charles Walhingford for hanging out with me here at the Meza Cafe in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, you want to check it out. Great food, and you'll like the views when you come in. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will check you out in the next video.
The next video.